Are you an established small business owner or aspiring entrepreneur? Would you like professional advice to help your business grow and succeed? Well, look no further. The Virgin Islands Small Business Development Center is the territory's #1 resource to move your business forward. Enjoy no-cost advising, low-cost training, and technical assistance from experts in both the public and private sectors. The VISBDC is nationally accredited and sustained by the University of the Virgin Islands and the U.S. Small Business Administration. Visit us at our locations on St. Thomas, St. John, or St. Croix, and follow us on social media at VISBDC. For easy access to all our training and networking events, be sure to join our newsletter and download the VISBDC app. The Virgin Islands Small Business Development Center, here to help your business start, grow, and succeed.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the VISPDC's hosting of Leveraging AI for Small Business Longevity, AI in Financials, Operations, and Strategy webinar. Participants will discover how AI can support better financial decisions, streamline business operations, and help you stay aligned with your strategic goals. This session dives into key performance indicators for financial health, how to use AI to generate standard operating procedures, and ways to craft clear, action-oriented strategies. Real-world prompts and tools will be shared to help you work smarter and not harder. Allow me to introduce today's lead presenter, VISBDC Business Advisor, Ms. Celia Kalusek. Celia is a business consultant, educator, and lifelong learner dedicated to helping entrepreneurs and organizations harness innovation for growth. As owner of Peak Potential LLC and a facilitator for the USVI Small Business Development Center, Celia specializes in professional development, digital literacy, and workforce advancement across the Virgin Islands. With over 30 years experience in business management, community development, and nonprofit leadership, including 10 years as director of the St. John Community Foundation, she has guided countless small business owners through strategic planning, operational streamlining, and now the practical use of artificial intelligence to save time, increase productivity, and boost creativity. Celia is passionate about helping entrepreneurs tap their potential through collaboration, innovation, and lifelong learning. Here's a friendly reminder to place your questions in the chat, and they will be addressed by the presenting team either directly in the chat or later during our question and answer segment. A copy of today's presentation will be attached to the post-survey email after this live session. We encourage you to take a few minutes of your time and briefly fill out the survey that lets us know how we're doing. This data is essential to us, rendering these deliverables complimentary to you. So without further ado, Celia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Sharika. Let's make sure. Yep. Thank you, Sharika, and good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's session, How to Use AI. We are going to take a close look at your financials, how to use AI to take a close look at your financials, improve operations, and get into strategic planning. As Sharika said, I'm Celia. I'm facilitating for today. And I'm not only owner of Peak Potential LLC, but also the St. John SBDC Business Advisor and the Program Manager here at the UVI St. John Community Resource and Development Center for UVI Cell. Today, we'll explore how artificial intelligence can help you plan smarter, run smoother, and align your strategies for growth and longevity. I'm excited to help you tap into the potential of how AI can simplify your work, spark new ideas, and free up more time for the things that you enjoy the most in life and in business. All right, so let's go to the first slide, this session's goals. Let's go to this session's goals. Here's what we'll focus on today. How AI can enhance your financial planning, how to streamline operations using smart tools, and how to align your strategy with your goals. By the end of this workshop, you'll have real-world AI prompts and examples that you can start using immediately in your business to save time and clarity. And as Sharika mentioned, you'll be getting these slides, so a lot of the prompts are written into the slides that you can refer back to. I also suggest if you've got 2 screens and you're up and you want to be practicing these on your business as we go along, that would be great. Now, I know that most of us have a pretty good sense of what financial planning and operations are. We deal with them every day. But when it comes to strategy, it can feel a little abstract, right? So let me explain what I mean by strategy in this context. Strategy is about the bigger picture, the roadmap that connects your day-to-day actions to your long-term vision. It answers questions like, what's most important now? What do we want the business to be in 6 months or a year? And how do we want to get there efficiently without burning out or losing focus? Excuse me, I've got a little tickle in my throat, but we'll make it through. In other words, your financial planning and operations are what you do, but your strategy is why and how you do it. AI can help with both the practical and the strategic side. It can crunch your numbers and automate your workflows, but it can also help you think more clearly, set priorities, and stay aligned with your bigger mission. But before we get into that, I want to review the concept of a life wheel. Some of you may have used a life wheel before. It's a simple yet powerful tool that helps you visualize balance across different areas of your life. In this personal life wheel, each section represents an important part of your overall well-being, your health, relationships, work, and even your personal environment. When you rate each area honestly, it reveals where your wheel might be rolling smoothly and where things might be a little bumpy. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. This helps you identify where to focus your time and energy so that your life feels more aligned and sustainable. As entrepreneurs and professionals, it's easy to let certain areas slip. Maybe we're thriving at work but neglecting health or relationships. Maybe we're giving to others without refilling our own energy. I'm here to remind you that true success comes from balance. When your personal life and your professional life support each other rather than compete. When we're rested, centered, and connected, not only does our creativity expand, but our decision making sharpens and our ability to lead improves. That's why we start here with your personal life wheel, because strong businesses are built by balanced people. In business, we use the same idea, a business wheel, to keep different aspects of your business balanced. When one area is weak, the whole wheel wobbles. Today, we'll explore how AI can actually help you bring those areas, both personal and professional, into better balance by streamlining tasks, simplifying decision-making, and freeing you to focus on what matters most. This is an example of a business wheel. And just like the personal version, it highlights 8 essential areas that keep your business running smoothly. Think of it like a diagnostic tool for your business. When one section is strong, your wheel spins smoothly. But if one area falls flat, your ride gets a little rough. It's a visual way to step back and look at the whole picture, not just what's urgent today, but what's truly important for long-term success. You'll notice the rings with numbers from 0 at the center to 10 at the outer edge. You can copy this example, sketch your own version by hand, or even ask AI to generate one customized for you. And you'll also have this one in the slides when you get the slides. Each section represents a key part of your business, like marketing, financials, etc. As you look at your wheel, rate how satisfied you are in each area on a scale of 0 to 10. Maybe your products and services are excellent and your marketing feels spot on, but your technology systems are kind of lagging behind, which is exactly why you're here today. This unevenness shows you both your strengths and your opportunities to improve. This tool gives a quick snapshot of where to focus your time and energy. It helps you celebrate what's working, identify what needs attention, and set priorities that align with your goals. And today, we'll explore how AI can help you strengthen those weaker areas by automating processes, simplifying data, and giving you more time to focus on creativity and strategy instead of constant catch-up. In today's session, we will learn how AI can support better financial decisions, streamline operations, and help you stay aligned with your strategic goals. If you're going to use simple tools and prompts, and that's what we're going to do. Nothing too technical, just practical ways to make AI work for you. No tech degree required, I promise. I'll start with KPIs, those numbers that show you how your business is really doing. Think of them like your car's dashboard. You don't need to pop the hood every day, but you do need to know when something's off. AI can help you track things like cash flow, revenue, per client, customer costs, all of that automatically, and even spot patterns before they turn into problems. I'll also get into SOPs, or standard operating procedures. These are just the playbooks that keep your business running smoothly. How you onboard clients, handle sales, or close out the books. AI can help you write or update those playbooks, turning what's in your head into clear, step-by-step guides. It saves time, keeps your team consistent, and makes everything run smoothly. So as we go through today's session, we'll look how AI, you can use it to simplify your financial tracking, create and polish your business procedures, and strengthen your ability to plan and prioritize strategically. By the end, you'll have a few prompts and tools you can start using right away to help your business run smoother, not harder. Excuse me. When we talk about financial health, one of the most important things to understand is your key performance indicators, or KPIs. These are the measurable numbers that show how well your business is performing, like a health checkup for your company. A few of the most critical ones are cash flow, profit margins, budget and forecasting, and debt ratio. Let's break those down just a little bit. Excuse me. Cash flow. That's the flow of money in and out of your business. It tells you whether your business is generating enough cash to cover its expenses and reinvest into your business growth. Even profitable businesses can get into trouble if cash flow isn't managed, because you can't just pay bills or payroll with a promise of future income. AI tools can help track these inflows and outflows, spot slow paying customers, and even predict future cash shortages before they happen. We know what budgeting is. It's simply planning where your money will go. It's your financial GPS helping you stay on course. Forecasting, on the other hand, is looking ahead, using past data to predict future trends. AI excels here because you can analyze a lot of information and model what-if scenarios. What if you raise prices 5%? What if you hire another employee? What if supply costs go up? Next, we'll look at profit margins, which is simply how much of your revenue actually becomes profit after expenses. There's different types, gross, operating, and net, but together they show whether your pricing, costs, and efficiency are aligned. It can help you analyze patterns in your expenses, compare your margins to industry averages, and suggest ways to improve profitability without simply raising prices. And finally, debt ratio. It looks at how much of your business is financed by borrowing versus your own capital. A healthy balance means that you're leveraging debt strategically, not depending on it for survival. AI can help forecast the impact of taking on new loans or show what paying down existing debt would do to your financial strength over time. Now, when we say tracking your KPIs, we mean regularly reviewing these numbers to understand how your business is performing, not just at tax time, but monthly or even weekly. It's about staying aware and proactive. And when we say your data, that simply means the numbers your business is already generating, your sales and expenses, invoices, inventory, payroll, even website analytics. AI doesn't need anything fancy. It can work with the data you already have, and it makes it clearer and more organized and easier to use. So whether you're already reviewing these KPIs regularly or just starting to look at them more closely, AI can be a powerful partner, turning your data into insight and insight into action. Now that we've talked about financial health and key metrics, let's look at how AI can actually guide your financial roadmap. Whether you're tracking numbers, setting goals, building a plan, think of AI as your digital co-pilot, one that helps you make sense of your data and turn it into strategy. Before we jump into the prompts, I want to set you up for success, especially those of you who may not have AI open during this session. You can absolutely start later and get great results. Here's how to begin. When you first start using AI for your business, it helps to create a dedicated project or workspace for each key area of management. A project, for example, you can set up a project for financials and a new one for operations and one for marketing and so on. You get the idea. For example, under your financials project, you might have one chat for revenue and profitability, and that will be for tracking and analyzing income, ROI, and margins. You can set up another chat under that project for cash flow management. That's where you'll do your forecasting and payment schedules. You can have one for expense tracking or budget and planning. And as you go on, you'll see how to set up projects and what chats to start underneath. This keeps your ideas, summaries, and insights organized. And every time you ask a question or upload data to that topic, your AI builds a kind of memory or history around your business. It means future answers come from smarter and more personalized the more you use it. If you're just starting out, you don't need any fancy data imports or integrations. You simply copy and paste from your spreadsheets, your QuickBooks reports, or even your notes. You can upload Word documents and spreadsheets. You can upload photos, snapshots of your website, things like that, such as, the more context you give, such as date ranges, revenues, or goals, the more accurate and useful your results will be. For example, you might say, summarize my last 6 months of revenue and expense trends, or suggest realistic financial targets for my small business based on industry trends, or build a monthly financial strategy to improve profitability. Even if you can't run these prompts right now, just write them down or just sit back, relax, and listen, because you'll get these slides, and imagine what your answers might look like. Because when you do this later, the AI will analyze your information, spot patterns, and help you create summaries and plans that actually reflect your business reality. The key takeaway is this: don't think of AI as a one-time tool. Think of it as an ongoing collaborator. Every prompt, every summary, every bit of data you add helps it understand your business better and deliver sharper insights over time. I want to stop right quickly and see, check in with Sharika and see if there's any immediate questions in the chat box, if anybody has any questions before we move on.
Sure. We have a question in the chat, Celia. How do we input our business financials? For example, like upload a profit and loss statement.
Usually, good question. Usually when you are in, say, for instance, ChatGPT, even the other ones, I happen to use ChatGPT, but there is a little plus sign where you start typing in. And if you hover over that plus sign, it says add files or documents, and you can go and search for them on your computer. Does that help?
Yes, it does. And we have an additional question. Can an Excel workbook be uploaded as well?
Absolutely. Excel workbooks can, Google Sheets. Even if you don't upload the files itself, you can take a screenshot of whatever you're looking at, and you can upload that. It can work in a number of different ways. Thanks for asking.
Okay, that sums it up outside of a comment that says great slides.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I hope they come in handy later as well. Now, let's talk about one of the most exciting parts of using AI. helping you drive growth and profitability. This is where all your hard work starts to pay off, literally. When you understand where your revenue is coming from, how your profits are performing, and how to forecast what's next, you can make smarter and faster discussions and decisions with less guesswork. The first thing on this slide mentions tracking and projecting earnings with tools like QuickBooks and ChatGPT integrations. Let's unpack that. When I say integration, it simply means connecting two tools so they can talk to each other. For example, if your business uses QuickBooks for accounting, you can connect it with an AI tool like ChatGPT to summarize your financial data, create reports, or even interpret trends without manually pulling every number over yourself. It's like having a bridge that allows your accounting system and your AI assistant to collaborate. Next is ROI, or return on investment. ROI helps you measure whether the money, time, or effort you're putting into something is actually paying off. For example, if you spend $1,000 on marketing and bring in $3,000 in new sales, your ROI is strong. AI can help you analyze that by looking at data from multiple sources, your ads, your website, your sales, and showing you which efforts are giving you the best return. That means less money wasted and more focus on what's working. And then there are dashboards. Think of a dashboard as your business command center, a visual display that shows your key numbers in one place, like revenue, expenses, profit margins, or customer growth. With AI, you can automatically update these dashboards and even get summaries like your sales are trending up 21% this quarter, or your expenses increased slightly. Would you like me to show you where? These insights used to take hours of data entry and analysis, but now AI can do it in seconds, and it can do it continuously. That means you're not just looking backward at what happened, you're looking forward, seeing trends and opportunities before they happen. For those of you who like practical steps, here's a simple way to get started. Again, create a dedicated chat project called Revenue and Profitability under your Financials project in your AI workspace. Each month, copy your QuickBooks report or a summary of your income and expenses and use a prompt like this. Create a dashboard layout for tracking revenue, ROI, and net margins. Over time, that project becomes your personal profitability tracker, one that remembers your business, learns your patterns, and helps you make sharper, more confident financial decisions. Now, let's shift to something every business owner thinks about, expenses. The reality is that profitability doesn't always come from selling more. Sometimes it's about spending smarter. That's where AI can make a real difference. It gives you the insight to see where your money is going, and it helps you make confident, strategic choices about where to save money without cutting corners. The first point on this slide says, use AI to analyze spending trends. Think of this as your digital auditor, but a friendly one. You can upload a summary of your expenses from QuickBooks or a spreadsheet and ask something as simple as, which expense categories have increased the most over the past 3 months? AI will scan your data, look for patterns, and summarize what's driving those changes. Maybe your shipping costs crept up, or maybe your software subscriptions doubled. This kind of insight helps you catch small shifts before they turn into big problems. The next bullet point, get AI-generated suggestions to cut costs without sacrificing quality. This is one of my favorite uses of AI because it gets creative on your behalf. You can ask, give me 3 ways to reduce overhead in my business without reducing staff. AI might suggest things like automating repetitive admin work, renegotiating vendor contracts, or consolidating software tools. And because it's drawing from global business best practices, you get ideas you might not have thought of, all tailored to your industry and size. Then the last bullet is automate alerts when nearing budget thresholds. This is where AI tools and financial platforms can really team up. If you're using QuickBooks, Wave, or even Google Sheets, you can connect them with AI-powered automations that send you a quick message or even an email if your spending starts to exceed your set limits. For example, it can send you a message saying, you've spent 80% of your monthly marketing budget. Would you like to review your ad performance? These alerts kind of act like guardrails, helping you stay within your budget before overspending happens. And just like with your other financial areas, I'd recommend creating a chat or a thread within your personal financial project called expense management. That's where you can paste your reports, track AI recommendations, and even note what actions you've taken. Over time, that thread becomes your personal cost management assistant. It remembers your priorities. It can compare current trends to past months, so your decision making just keeps getting sharper. So the big picture here is that AI doesn't just help you cut costs, it helps you control them strategically, so your profit margins stay strong and your business stays resilient. Are there any questions in the chat about AI expenses in management of expenses?
Okay, yes, we have one. How do you automate the alerts? Will it be an email notification, an alert on your phone? How do you prompt ChatGPT to do that?
That's an excellent question. You can set it up any way you want it to be set up. If you want it by email, you can do it by email. If you want it by text, you can do it by text. I can work with you if you want to put your email in the chat box. You can do a Google search or a ChatGPT search on best automation apps and see what works best for you. You can also use ChatGPT to say, give me the best automation apps that will help me work on reminders and how to set that up. You can also ask which are the free ones that I can try. How much are they going to be? What's the advantages of each? So there's a lot of things out there. It's not just one way to do it, but ChatGPT or any of your AI assistants can help you do that. Does that answer your question?
I hope it does. Yes, thank you.
All right, good. So now let's talk about one of the most important parts of financial management. That is cash flow, credit, and contingency planning. The previous slides focused on profitability and cost control. This one's about stability and resilience. It's not just about making money. It's about making sure your business can keep operating even when things get bumpy. The first point says use AI tools to monitor and project cash flow. So let's unpack that. As a reminder, cash flow simply means the movement of money in and out of your business. Your inflows, like sales, payments, and deposits, versus your outflows, like rent, payroll, and inventory. Even profitable businesses can run into trouble if they don't manage their cash flow well, because you can't pay bills or staff without money that hasn't arrived yet. AI tools can help you monitor this by organizing your income and expenses into clear, easy-to-read summaries. You can then ask something like, forecast cash flow for the next quarter based on past data. The AI will take your previous months of financial activity and project what's likely to happen, showing when you might experience dips, shortfalls, or strong periods. This kind of foresight lets you plan ahead, not just react. Next, identify risks and prepare for emergencies. We all know that no business runs perfectly all the time. Sales can slow down, equipment breaks, or key client delays payment. AI can help you build contingency plans for those what-if moments. For example, you can say, build a contingency plan for a 20% revenue drop. The AI might suggest tightening inventory, postponing certain purchases, or adjusting marketing budgets, all without creating panic. The beauty is that you're thinking ahead before you need to. The next point, AI can track debt ratio and suggest payoff strategies. Your debt ratio shows how much of your business is financed through loans compared to your own capital. Not a bad thing to have debt. In fact, it's smart. Borrowing can fuel growth, but you want to keep a healthy balance. AI can help analyze your current balances, interest rates, and payment schedules, then help you make smarter repayment plans. Try a prompt like this. Suggest a debt repayment plan based on my current balance. It can show which debts to prioritize first, or simulate how paying off one loan faster could improve your ratio. Now, in your financial project, under your ChatGPT project, this fits perfectly as another thread or chat labeled cash flow and contingency. That's where you'll paste your income and expense summaries, forecasts, or even notes from your accountant. Each time you ask questions or update your data, that chat grows smarter, helping you not only manage cash, but to anticipate challenges and opportunities. So the goal here is financial resilience, having enough foresight to protect your business from surprises. When you understand your cash flow, credit position, and contingency options, you'll gain the confidence to make bold decisions without fear of financial freefall. Now, we've looked at how AI supports financial health and expense control. Let's talk about something we all love. First, let me check in the chat. Are there any questions?
No questions.
All righty, it must be doing something right. This is where AI helps you not just earn more, but earn smarter. By understanding your customers, keeping them longer, and focusing your time and energy on what actually drives profit. The first point says, analyze customer behavior with AI, new versus repeat buyers. This is one of the simplest, most insightful things AI can do. Every customer tells a story through their actions, how often they buy, what they choose, and when they stop engaging. AI can help you uncover those stories. For example, you can upload a list of sales transactions or even your Shopify or Square export and ask, analyze my customer data and summarize the difference between new and repeat buyers. AI can show you how much of your revenue comes from one-time shoppers versus loyal customers. And that matters because retaining existing customers usually costs far less than finding new ones. It can even suggest ways to re-engage those who haven't purchased in a while, such as through loyalty rewards or email campaigns. Next, we have estimate customer lifetime value, CLV. If you're not familiar with the term CLV, it's the average amount of money a customer is expected to spend with your business over the entire time they remain a customer. It's one of the most powerful numbers you can know because it helps you decide how much to invest in marketing, service, or retention programs. For instance, if your average customer spends $200 per visit, but stays with you for 5 years, that's $1,000 lifetime value. And you might decide it's worth spending $50 to $100 to acquire more customers like that. AI can calculate this automatically when you provide sales data and even help you brainstorm strategies to increase your CLV. Things like adding subscription options, loyalty programs, or upselling complementary products. You could prompt it with, calculate and increase CLV based on sales data. And that will give you a lot of information. Finally, the third point, identify most profitable services or products. This is where AI becomes your built-in business analyst. You can ask, which offerings generate the highest profit margins? AI will cross-analyze your sales and cost data to show you which products or services deliver the best return, not just which sells the most. That insight helps you focus your marketing dollars, refine your inventory, or build packages around your best performers. And again, in your financial project, this could be its own chat or folder called Customer Revenue and Sales Insights. Each time you upload new reports or summaries, AI builds on what it already knows, giving you a trend analysis over time. So rather than just chasing sales, you're learning who your best customers are, what keeps them coming back, and which offering makes your business thrive. That's not just AI analytics, that's AI-powered business intelligence. Now, before we go into operations, was there anything on customer revenue or dealing with customers? Any questions?
No questions. You're good to go.
All righty. Now we're moving into operations, which is the backbone of your business. This is where AI starts to save you time because it helps bring consistency, clarity, and flow to the everyday systems that keeps your company running. When we talk about operations, we're talking about all those behind the scene processes, onboarding new clients, training staff, managing projects, handling inventory, delivering services. If you've ever thought, I do this 1,000 times, I should really write it down. This is a section for you. AI can help you document and improve those systems quickly. So instead of reinventing the wheel, you can focus on leading and growing. For example, you can use ChatGPT to turn your everyday workflows into formal standard operating procedures, or SOPs. You can have AI automate your training manuals so new hires can learn faster and more consistently. And you can use tools like Monday.com, Asana, or Trello to organize your tasks, track projects, and keep your team accountable. These tools work beautifully together with ChatGPT. It helps you think through and write your processes. Platforms like Monday.com helps you implement them. So think of this as the point where you move from ideas to execution. In your AI workspace, this could be a new operations project with separate chats for SOPs, writing, training, workflow automation. Each chat becomes a living record that builds over time, creating your very own operations playbook. Now, defining your SOPs. Once you see how AI fits into operations, and you've seen it in the previous slides, let's look at how actually to use it to define your core systems. This is where we move from concept to concrete, using prompts to create clear, repeatable procedures that make your business more efficient and professional. The first bullet is draft a scope of work. A scope of work defines exactly what is included in a project, the tasks, the timeline, the responsibilities. You can ask AI something like, write a clear scope of work for a solar installation project, including tasks, timeline, and responsibilities. AI will lay out a structured document that you can customize, perfect for proposals or contracts, or for project planning. Next, create a quality plan and measurement system. This will help you ensure that what you deliver meets your standards every time. You can say, develop a quality assurance checklist for customer service in a small business, in my small business. AI can give you a step-by-step checklist that you can use to train staff or audit performance. This keeps service consistent and reduces mistakes, something that's especially important as you grow. And finally, develop initial SOPs for recurring tasks. These are your everyday routines, things like onboarding new clients, posting on social media, or managing invoices. You can prompt AI with, generate a step-by-step SOP for onboarding new clients. AI will organize it clearly, often breaking it into stages or departments. Then you can edit, refine, or store that SOP in your operations project so it's easy to find and reuse. What's powerful about this is that once you have one or two SOPs written, AI can help you build an entire system around them. Training guides, checklists, even flowcharts, all based on your own language and workflow. So think of this as the foundation of your business infrastructure, getting what's in your head into a form that can be shared, delegated, and shared and scaled. Take a sip of water. Any questions so far?
None. You are in the clear.
All righty. Now that we've started defining your SOPs, those repeatable systems that keep your business consistent, the next step is to align them with your team, because even the best systems only work if everyone understands who's responsible for what. AI can make this part so much easier by helping you visualize your structure, clarify roles, even spot inefficiencies that you might not see on paper. Let's start with the first point. Build an organizational chart with AI assistance. If you've ever tried to create an organizational chart from scratch, it can get messy really fast, especially as the roles evolve and responsibilities overlap. AI can take the confusion out of that. You can say something like, design an organization chart for my team of 10 with clear roles in operations, finance, and sales. AI will generate a simple structure showing reporting lines, departments, and roles. Then you can adjust and personalize it. It's not just about a pretty diagram. It's about a visual tool to see where your team is strong and where you might need to add support. You even You can even ask it to include job descriptions or key tasks under each role. Next, draft your employee handbook. Once you've got your structure in place, it's important to make sure everyone understands expectations, policies, and culture. AI can help you write this too. Try prompting it with, outline an employee handbook for a small construction firm, including expectations and conduct. Obviously, you use it for whatever your business is. AI can give you a clear professional outline with sections like communication guidelines, time off policies, safety procedures, and code of conduct. Then you can customize it with your own tone, values, and local compliance requirements. This helps you formalize what it means to be a part of your team, and it brings consistency to how you lead. Finally, identify role gaps or overlap. This is a big one for growing teams. Sometimes two people are unknowingly doing the same thing, or no one is doing it at all. AI can help by analyzing your organizational chart or SOPs and identify those blind spots. For example, you might say, review this organizational chart and suggest areas for improved team efficiency. It might point out that project tracking isn't clearly assigned, or that customer follow-ups could be better centralized. It's like having a neutral advisor who helps look at your team from a systematic perspective, not just personalities or titles. This is also a great place to keep a chat thread in your operations project called Team and Structure. You can store your organizational chart drafts, handbook sections, and role notes here. So over time, you build a complete picture of how your business runs and who makes it happen. The big idea here is that AI helps you move forward from just documenting what gets done to defining who does it best, creating clarity, accountability, and balance across your team. Now that we've aligned our SOPs with our team structure, let's look at how AI can help you recruit and train smarter. Hiring and onboarding are some of the most time-consuming parts of running a business. And if you don't have a clear process, it can feel chaotic. AI can help you simplify every step, from writing job descriptions and crafting fair policies to making sure new hires have everything they need to start strong. Let's look at the first bullet. Write a job description tailored to your needs. This is one of the fastest wins with AI. You can tell ChatGPT or another AI assistant exactly what you're looking for, the type of role, level of experience, key responsibilities, and it will generate a professional and polished job description in seconds. For instance,
Celia?
you could say, yes.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I believe there's a lag. We're probably a slide behind because we're not following with your first
Oops.
bullet.
Oh, good. Thank you. Oh,
Okay.
this is, let's say, where am I? Assistant, use AI. Yep. Sorry about that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think we were at the prompt that says create a job description for part-time administrative assistant in my service business.
Yes.
If so, okay, good. We're on track. AI will give you a clear layout with this prompt. AI will give you a clear layout with sections like responsibilities, qualifications, and work environment. You can even ask it to tailor the tone, make it more formal for corporate hiring, or more friendly and conversational for a small team. This not only saves time, but also helps you attract candidates who are genuinely the right fit. The next point is draft your hiring policy. A hiring policy sets the standard for how you recruit and select employees. And it's especially important for small businesses that want to stay compliant, fair, and consistent. You could say, outline a fair and inclusive hiring policy for a U.S. Virgin Islands business. AI can generate a starting point that includes steps for posting jobs, interviewing, and evaluating applicants in a way that's ethical and inclusive. It can also remind you to include language around equal opportunity and confidentiality, things that help you stay professional and protected. And finally, the last bullet, build onboarding checklists. This is where you turn a new hire's first week from confusion into confidence. AI can help you design a simple and clear checklist that covers all the basics. For instance, you can say, list the steps for onboarding a new employee, including the paperwork, training, and first week tasks. This might include, the answer that you get might include things like setting up their email, reviewing your policies, scheduling team introduction, and assigning a mentor or buddy. You can even ask AI to personalize it for different roles. For example, onboarding checklist for a technician who will look a lot different than one for a bookkeeper. The best part is once you've created these templates, you can store them in your operations project under a chat or folder called hiring and onboarding. Each time you bring on a new team member, just update the checklist or job post and you're ready to go. No starting from scratch. So AI helps you standardize your hiring and onboarding systems while keeping them flexible enough to fit your business. That means less paperwork, faster training, and a smoother path from you're hired to welcome aboard. Now, you've built your hiring and onboarding systems. The next step is turning those processes into training systems that scale and keeping them fresh as your business grows. This is where AI becomes not just an assistant, but a training partner. It can help you build training modules, keep your SOPs up to date, and make sure your team is always improving without you having to start from scratch every time. Let's look at the first point. Design training modules or manuals. Once you have your SOPs written, AI can easily transform them into structured training content. You can prompt it with something like, create a training outline for a new customer service rep using the company's SOPs. AI will break that down into clear sections like day 1, orientation, week 1, skills, and ongoing check-ins. It can even include learning objectives, sample quizzes, or role play scenarios. This is especially helpful if you have multiple roles to train because you can reuse your SOPs and customize them for each position. Next, use AI to evaluate and refine your systems. Think of this as your built-in process improvement review. AI can read through an SOP and identify where things might be unclear, redundant, or inefficient. For example, you can ask, analyze this SOP and suggest improvements for clarity and efficiency. It might tell you that a step is missing, that 2 tasks could be combined, or that there's a faster way to achieve the same result. It's like having a second set of eyes, one that's neutral, thorough, and always available to help you continuously improve how your business runs. And finally, document and store processes for future hires. This step ensures all your hard work stays organized and easy to access. AI can help you create a system for managing all your SOPs, training materials, and updates. You can prompt it with, how should I structure a Google Drive folder for SOPs and training materials? It might suggest creating folders by department, like operations, marketing, or customer service, and adding version numbers, last updated, dates, cross-links to related documents. This makes it easier to keep everything current and helps new employees find exactly what they need and fast. In your operations project, under your overall chat, your AI assistant, you might create a dedicated chat called Training and Continuous Improvement. Use it to store prompts, track updates, and ask AI to evaluate new procedures as they evolve. That way your business doesn't just run smoothly, it keeps getting better. The big takeaway here is that AI helps you move from being reactive, fixing things only when they break, to being proactive, always refining and improving your systems. That's how small businesses grow sustainably, one improved process at a time. By this point, you've seen how AI can help you create your SOPs, train your team, and organize your operations. But one of the most important things to remember is that your systems shouldn't stay frozen in time. As your business grows, new tools come along, your team changes, and your customers evolve. That means your SOPs need to evolve too. AI can keep your systems dynamic, always relevant, current, and efficient, without you having to rebuild them from scratch every year. Let's look at the first point. AI can help audit SOPs for relevance and accuracy. Just like you might review your financials or marketing plan each quarter, it's smart to review your internal processes too. You can upload an older SOP or paste it into ChatGPT and ask, review this outdated SOP and suggest updates to reflect current tools and workflows. AI can identify steps that are no longer needed, outdated software that should be replaced, or gaps that have appeared as your business has evolved. It's like having a digital editor who keeps your operations lean and up to date. The next point is ask AI to compare your systems to industry best practices. Sometimes when we've been doing something the same way for years, we don't realize there's a better way or a more efficient approach out there. AI can give you a quick benchmark, a way to see how your systems stack up against others in your field. You can ask, what SOPs are typically in place for customer follow-up in e-commerce businesses or whatever your business industry is? If you're in a service industry, what common quality control procedures in hospitality or construction, and how can I use them in my business? AI will summarize the best practices so you can evaluate where your business shines and where you might need a little tweak or an update. And finally, use AI to create checklists for quarterly SOP reviews. This helps you make improvements a habit rather than a one-time project. You can say, build a checklist for reviewing all SOPs every quarter. AI will generate a simple schedule that includes things like reviewing procedures for accuracy, checking links and tools, and confirming team responsibilities. You can even ask it to create a reminder system in your task manager, like on Monday.com or Trello, so it becomes part of your regular rhythm. In your operations project, this could live under a chat called SOP Audits and Updates. Every quarter, drop in your updated documents, ask AI to review them, and keep notes on what's been revised. That way, your operations library always reflects your current business, not the version you built a year ago. So the takeaway here is AI doesn't just help build your system, it helps keep them alive. A business with dynamic SOPs is a business that adapts quickly, runs smoothly, and stays resilient no matter what change comes next. Any questions on SOPs and keeping them dynamic?
Not at this time.
Alrighty, we are going to move right on into strategic planning. We've talked about how AI can help you strengthen your financial systems and streamline your daily operations. And now it's time to step back and take a look at the bigger picture. Strategic planning is where you connect the dots between where you are and where you want to go. AI becomes an incredible partner in this stage, not just helping you set goals, but helping you stay focused, flexible, and accountable as your business evolves. This next section will show you how AI can help you define your vision, align your action with your mission, track your progress, and keep everything adaptable as your business grows. Strategic planning starts with clarity, a clear mission, vision, and measurable goals. Your vision is the why behind your business, the big picture dream of what you're building. Your mission is the how, what you do every day to move toward that vision. When you combine those two with well-defined goals and accountability tracking, you create the framework for sustainable growth. AI can help you capture and refine all three. It can guide you through brainstorming statements, translating broad ideas into actionable objectives, and even set up tracking tools that keep your team aligned. So, as we go through the next few slides, think of AI as your strategic co-pilot, helping you see your direction more clearly and giving you tools to stay on course. Before you can reach success, you have to define what success looks like. That's where AI can help you articulate your mission, or articulate your vision, sharpen your mission, and turn those into SMART goals. Goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For instance, you can ask AI, help me write a clear 2-sentence vision statement for my purpose-driven small business. It will help you distill your big dreams into language that feels authentic, inspiring, and focused. You'll have to give the AI assistant more details about what your business is and what you hope to achieve, but it will do the work next, and it will do the work for you, and then you can start tweaking and refining. You can also refine your mission statement by prompting AI to revise this mission statement to make it more action-focused and more inspiring. This helps you update stale or generic statements into something that truly connects with your team and audience. And then you can set the SMART goals that turn that vision into action. Try this. Create SMART goals for launching a new service for my business within the next 90 days. AI will help you define clear outcomes, realistic timelines, and measurable checkpoints. This is where you start moving from someday ideas into a structured, actionable plan. Once your mission and goals are clear, the next step is to make sure your strategy aligns with both your purpose and the opportunities around you. You can use AI to ask questions that challenge your assumptions, test your strategies, and highlight what's working or what's not. For example, you might ask, does this marketing strategy align with our mission to empower local entrepreneurs? AI can help you evaluate whether your actions truly reflect your mission or if they've drifted off course. You can also ask it to help you explore opportunities and challenges, like list current trends and challenges for wellness businesses or your business in the Caribbean. This kind of insight gives you a broader view of what's happening in your industry, so you can anticipate change instead of reacting. And finally, once you have that clarity, AI can help you develop a plan of action by breaking your goals into priorities and next steps. You might say, build a strategic action plan for growing a customer base by 25% in 6 months. Sounds complicated, but AI will help outline the tasks, resources, and timelines you need to turn your strategy into results. Any questions so far?
No questions.
That was a lot of information. All right, all right. A great strategy only works if you can track your progress. And that's where accountability and milestones come in. AI can help you set measurable KPIs or key performance indicators for whatever you're trying to achieve. You can ask questions like, list 5 top performance metrics for tracking strategy execution in a nonprofit or in your business. Then you can have AI break your strategy into milestones, such as turn this 12-month growth plan into monthly performance checkpoints. This helps you monitor steady progress and adjust when needed, rather than waiting till the end of the year to see what worked. And finally, AI can help you build accountability dashboards, simple visual summaries of how your team or project is performing. You can say, what should be included in a performance dashboard for a small team working on this? You can get more specific in each prompt as you go. You'll get a layout with metrics, timelines, and ownership roles, making it easy to stay on track and celebrate wins as you go. As your goals and systems expand, you don't have to do it all yourself. AI can help you identify where to delegate, when to outsource, and how to build role clarity so everyone knows their lane. You can ask, revise this task list and suggest what can be delegated to staff or outsourced. AI can identify the routine or time-consuming tasks that can be handed off so that you can focus on the strategic work that only you can do. You can also use AI to scope outside expertise by asking, what kind of consultant should I hire to improve my digital marketing strategy? It will give you ideas about skill sets, budget ranges, even interview questions to vet potential partners. And finally, AI can help you create role clarity by drafting job descriptions and responsibility. Try this prompt. Draft a responsibilities list for a part-time operations manager. And again, it will have background on your business and what your operations are, which is why we went over that first. And this will help you build a well-supported team, one where each person knows exactly how their work supports your bigger goal. The final piece of strategic planning is flexibility. Even the best plans need adjustment. And I've said this before, because business is dynamic and your strategy should be too. AI can help you synthesize feedback from customers, employees, or partners. You might upload survey responses or meeting notes and say, summarize the theme from this customer or partner and provide the feedback data. AI can turn pages of input into clear takeaways that you can act on. Next, you can adjust strategy based on changing conditions. For example, suggest how to pivot our outreach strategy due to declining social media engagement. AI can propose new channels, timing, or messaging that fits current trends. Lastly, you can use AI to reaffirm goals and next steps, keeping everyone aligned. You could say, create a short team update outlining revised third quarter priorities. It helps you communicate changes clearly and keeps momentum going. So as you can see, strategy isn't just a one-time event, it's a living process. And AI helps you keep it that way, agile, data-informed, and aligned with your evolving vision. We've covered a lot today, and my goal was to show you not just what AI can do, but how it can actually work for you in real, practical ways. So let's do a quick recap. First, we looked at how AI can support smart financial decisions, helping you analyze your numbers, forecast cash flows, and identify where you can strengthen profitability. Even if you don't consider yourself a numbers person, AI can translate your financial data into insights that you can actually use to make decisions with confidence. Then we explored tools to streamline and improve operations. We talked about using AI to create standard operating procedures, automate repetitive tasks, and build training systems that scale as your business grows. The idea is to create smoother systems so you can spend more time doing the work you love, not getting lost in the busy work. Next, we looked at prompts and examples to align your strategy with your goals. AI can help you refine your mission and vision, map out SMART goals, and build accountability systems that keep your entire team focused on what matters most. And finally, we talked about turning KPIs into action, because metrics only matter if they lead to improvement. AI helps you take those performance indicators like cash flow, productivity, or customer service, and use them to make small, steady improvements that build real momentum over time. So in short, we've looked at how AI can strengthen the foundation of your business, your finances, your operations, and your strategy, all working together to support smarter, more sustainable growth. I think, whoops, sorry, let me go back. Yep, staying flexible and key takeaways. Whoops, that's back. Let me go forward again. And key takeaways. And we did the recap. I had those mixed up. Let's see. So let's see, what will you try first? Now you've seen what it can do. Let's bring it back to you. Information is only powerful if you act on it. So before you log off today, I want you to pick one simple thing to try this week. Doesn't have to be big. Could be as small as opening a chat GPT and saying, summarize my business expenses from the last 3 months. Once you've uploaded those 3 months of P&Ls. Or help me write an SOP for this one task I do all the time. Maybe you've been meaning to update your mission or vision statement and you'd like to see what AI can do to help you clarify that. Maybe you want to create a 98-day action plan, one clear roadmap for a single business goal that's been sitting on your back burner. You can even build a simple checklist to track 1 or 2 key financial metrics. Whatever you choose, the goal is just to start building momentum. Don't overthink it, just take one step forward. Take a moment now and see that blank line at the bottom of the slide. What's the one thing you'll try this week using AI if it's not one of the ones listed? Go ahead, jot it down in your notes, or share it in the chat if you'd like. It's always powerful to speak your commitment out loud. Speaking of that, does anybody have any questions, or does anybody want to let me know what they're going to try to do this week?
Okay, so I guess we're waiting for questions. We did have a comment that indicates everything is clear step by step.
Cool. Very good. Very good. And the reason why I stress taking that first step, because it gets easier to take the next one. And before you know it, you'll be using AI as just a natural part of how you manage and grow your business. Whoops. We've got 2 sessions coming up, one on Thursday, and I'm missing a graphic, but one on Thursday, which is the business life wheel, and we dive more into the parts and pieces. And then, whoops, going the wrong way. And then we've got another one on October 27th. I also want to say, if you have any questions or need any assistance, please feel free to email me directly. My email is right there. Or you can reach out to SBDC and we can connect that way.
Okay, so let me acknowledge there was a comment in the chat.
Okay.
I guess everything is jumping kind of quickly. I thought I saw one. Okay, we have someone who will try the vision and mission statement. It was awesome. It was a lot of information. We have a person saying thank you. So I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to say the VI SPDC has so much more in store for you as VI small businesses and entrepreneurs. You can visit our website at www.vispdc.org. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to the VI SBDC YouTube channel for new uploads of our on-demand webinars. We encourage you to download the VI SBDC app from the appropriate app store for your mobile device. Is complimentary, and we do have some events coming up. We want you guys to know ahead of time. We have our USPTO series. They're going to be delivering a session on October 21st on trademark basics. We have our agriculture business center delivering marketing strategies and AI for farming. That's going to be on October 22nd. We have on October 22nd as well, the VI SPDC will be delivering the importance of creative advertising and marketing, smart spending for small businesses, marketing out of the box. Celia already mentioned on the 23rd, we have leveraging AI for small business longevity. That session will be focused on intro to AI and the business life view. On October 27th, she returns to deliver AI in marketing, sales, and customer experience. We have an in-person workshop on the 28th here at our location on St. Thomas. It's entitled Workplace Forward, Evolving Hiring and Management Practices. We continue with our USPTO series on October 28th, learn how to contract with the USPTO. On the 29th, we have another marketing session with our business advisor, Liza. It's entitled How to Develop and Maintain a Strong Brand, Keeping Your Small Business Relevant. And then to close off the month with the USPTO returns with their final session, Maintaining Your Federal Trademark Registration. So let me show you guys where you can register for these types of events. I'll go ahead and I'll share my screen to the VI SBDC training portal. So you go to visbdc.org, you select trainings, and everything live will be here. You'll see all these sessions and you just click them and you go ahead and register. Our calendar is pretty jam-packed. We go all the way up until December 12th. So there are a lot of sessions for you to register ahead of time. And I want to point out something to everyone. Today's live session will be converted into an on-demand format. So when you go to the VI SBDC training portal, go ahead and select on-demand and you can search and you'll see everything that will be pre-recorded on this page. So today's session, later in the day, probably by 1 p.m., it will be here in the on-demand section. You can select all and everything will populate, or you can select live and that would be what's coming to you. But this is the VI SBDC training portal where you can see our events and you can register, and it looks pretty much similar on your VI SBDC app. Okay, so we just have comments.
That's great. Thank you, Sharika.
Today's session being informative and incorporating AI. Celia, thank you. It's always a pleasure. Thanks for everyone online.
Thank you.
So once again, thank you for your time and attendance. And on behalf of the entire VI SBDC network, we wish you a productive rest of the day. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.